Hello and welcome to the BMC Quick Course series. The purpose of this quick course is to explain how you can use BMC's APPTUNE for DB2 to analyze dynamic statement cache statistics. Many companies are developing new applications on distributed platforms using connections that only support Dynamic SQL, and in many companies, Dynamic SQL is a growing workload. Dynamic SQL offers flexibility that can simplify developing complex applications, and the ERP applications such as SAP, PeopleSoft, and Siebel are implemented with Dynamic SQL. The dynamic statement cache is a pool in which DB2 saves prepared SQL statements that can be shared among different threads, plans, and packages to improve performance. Only certain dynamic SQL statements can be saved in this cache. As the DB2 ability to optimize SQL has improved, the cost of preparing a dynamic statement has grown. Applications that use dynamic SQL might be forced to pay this cost more than once. When an application performs a commit operation, it must issue another prepare statement if that SQL statement is to be executed again. For a select statement, the ability to declare a cursor withhold provides some relief, but requires that the cursor be open at the commit point. Withhold also causes some locks to be held for any objects that the prepared statement is dependent upon. Also, withhold offers no relief for SQL statements that are not select statements. DB2 can save prepared dynamic statements in a cache. The cache is a dynamic statement cache pool that all application processes can use to save and retrieve prepared dynamic statements. After an SQL statement has been prepared and is automatically saved in the cache, subsequent prepare requests for that same SQL statement can avoid the costly preparation process by using the statement that is in the cache. Statements that are saved in the cache can be shared among different threads, plans, or packages. A series of APPTUNE for DB2 reports monitor performance metrics from dynamic statement cache entries. These reports provide timings and measurements for dynamic statement activity at the subsystem, program, user, and statement level for statements currently in the DB2 dynamic statement cache. One report allows you to view dynamic statement activity changes from one report refresh to the next. You can also view statement text and dynamically explain the text. Here we have the APPTUNE and index component main menu, and from this menu we can select option 0 that will take us to the subsystem cache analysis report. The Subsystem Cache Analysis Report provides a view of all the DB2 subsystems defined to the APPTUNE data collector. In this report, we can view several metrics for the number of SQL calls, number of get pages, and timings for both elapsed and CPU by DB2 subsystem. From this panel, there are several actions available to drill down into more detail within a specific subsystem. Detail may be obtained from several perspectives, and in our example, we want to find out more about the statements currently residing in the cache of a specific DB2 subsystem named DJJ1. In the Statement Cache Analysis Report, we see the SQL statements that are currently residing in cache for DB2 subsystem DJJ1, and we have selected the first statement on the report for more analysis by using the S action to view the full SQL statement text. In the cache statement text report, we now have the full statement text available. So from the APPTUNE and index component main menu, we have easily and quickly isolated the SQL statement of interest. In our example, we have decided to explain the selected statement by using the BMC Common Explain facility. Given the heavy load of dynamic SQL requirements that are generated by many applications, Being able to explain a problematic SQL statement quickly and navigate to the DB2 plan table information is imperative. We can now view the explain results for the SQL text of interest. Here we can see the initial information contained in the plan table row, such as the cost rate, access method, and matching index information. There are multiple actions that can be performed from this report to obtain more detailed information. Explain derives access path information for the database from the DB2 plan table and puts it in context with the database and system environments at a particular point in time. By capturing the environmental variables and correlating them to the access path information, Explain provides additional information that helps you to understand the performance of your applications. When an application has performance problems, you normally look for the access paths in the contents of the last plan table and then look at the DB2 catalog for environmental statistics. Because the catalog is always changing, the most recent statistics differ from those statistics that were applicable when the application was first implemented and possibly when it was last bound. When the application is implemented again, it might perform poorly due to differences in the environment. In such a case, a dynamic explain can analyze the most current statistics and access paths chosen by the DB2 optimizer. APPTUNE for DB2 provides the capability to quickly and easily locate SQL statements that are currently residing in the dynamic statement cache, with the ability to drill down into the detail of the SQL and provide access to the BMC Common Explain. Thank you for your time. To learn more about the exclusive features of the APPTUNE for DB2 product, see other quick courses in this series.